Hi, I'm Nate, and welcome to Homesteader Nate. Behind me is a pond dam. Now, if we look over here, it doesn't look like much of a pond. This is one of those dry ponds that I was telling y'all about. However, there's a field right here behind me, if you can see it there. The only way to access that field is across this pond dam right here behind me. All right, it's the only way to get to it. And so we had taken soil samples a while back, and they're going to have to come out and spread fertilizer. Well, that field is one of the fields that they're going to have to fertilize. Now, as you can see here, there's a whole bunch of trees right through here that are just kind of on the pond dam, and it's not really wide enough for them to fit a fertilizer truck through. So today, we're going to trim these trees back, make it a little bit easier to get a vehicle across this pond dam. So stick with us, we'll get this project knocked out. All right, so before we go to cutting everything, let's walk through here and take a look at it. Here's the pond dam, obviously right out here. And all these trees, as you can see, are growing over. Now these trees, they're cedar trees, obviously, eastern red cedar, and they're invasive around here. In fact, there are programs that the government actually has to help basically share some of the cost of getting these trees off of your property. We have not got enrolled in any of those programs. We're just going to be removing these because they're in our way. However, if you've got a bunch of these on your property and they're kind of taking over, you might look into that. Can help you with the cost. But we need to cut back these trees and open this pond dam up wide enough that they can get a truck across here. And down here at the very end of the pond dam, there's more trees right at the end of it. Some of these trees we aren't necessarily going to have to cut down. We're just going to have to, prune up. These ones here are going to have to go. They're just totally in the way. But I think if we get rid of them right here, cut these limbs off the top, and then clean up all the rest of this junk that's kind of in the way, we'll be in some pretty good shape here. And then they'll be able to access this pasture pretty easily. Just drive right through here and they can get back in there. Plus, I need to clean all this stuff up so that way I can access it with a tractor, get back there and brush hog. It's kind of hard to do anything back there right now because you really can't get equipment through here. So anyway, we will get the chainsaw fired up, start cutting this down. Man, I had to go take that hoodie off. I was starting to sweat. It's like 45 degrees outside today, probably maybe 50. And I figured in the shade out here, I definitely need this long sleeve tee and that hoodie. But you start cutting wood, you get kind of hot. it might not look like that much work, but there's more to it than you think. Anyway, got the pole saw out now. Cut off some of this stuff that's up a little bit higher than I can't reach with the actual chainsaw, and then we're going to keep working our way on down the pond dam. Now, I will have to say, everybody has their own brand. I'm a Milwaukee guy. I do think Milwaukee is better than most brands, but honestly, what even got me started in Milwaukee was when I was in high school, somebody bought me a Milwaukee starter kit. Came with a drill, a light, and a sawzall, right? And a charger, a couple batteries. Once you've already got something, you just continue on with it. Luckily, I got into Milwaukee and not the other brands. I am partial to Milwaukee. But I was, when we bought this property, gonna buy a gas-powered pole saw for doing projects like this. And them things are expensive. I mean, you'll spend $600, $700, $800 on a gas-powered pole saw. This thing right here is 250 bucks. I already had the batteries. It's got another extension that I can add into it. That it's off camera right now. I'll be putting it on here in a little while, but it's got a 10-foot reach, I believe. I don't remember how big this is, 10-inch maybe, but it just tears through stuff. And right now I've got a 5.0 battery or a 4.0 battery in it, but I have a 12.0 Milwaukee battery, and you can cut, I mean, all day long, it seems like. I mean, probably not really, but I could probably do this whole job almost with this pole saw and not even using the gas saw with one 12.0 battery. It is nuts, how far that they have came with the technology. Anyway, if y'all need a pole saw and you don't want to spend the money for a gas one, check out the Milwaukee or comparable brand if you already have their batteries. But this thing is worth every penny to me. All right, here we are at the end of day one. I have to call it quits a little bit early. I've got to go meet the family in town and eat dinner. But we'll be back out in the morning to finish it. All we got left is this stuff right here at the end. Other than that, all this is already cut down, looking good. All right, we're back out here this morning. This is day 2 now, cutting these trees over here on the pond dam. We're almost done. We've just got a little bit left to do. Let's go ahead and knock that out right quick. All right, everybody, here is the finished product. Bear with the wind blowing a little bit, but it's cleaned up rather nicely. These trees cut back real good. You'll definitely be able to drive through here now. Get back here to the end of the pond dam. You can see we're opened it up. Come right through here. And we've even got us a decent little pile of firewood there. And a whole lot of brush. All right, everybody. Well, that's that. This project's done. Check it off the list. Gives me peace of mind. I was worried I wouldn't be here whenever the fertilizer guy came to spread. And I was worried about this pond dam, because if you couldn't get across it and I wasn't here to help, then it just wouldn't get done. So I'm glad to have had the time, a couple of nice days here. We could get this knocked out. It looks a lot better, and I'm happy with it. So anyway, thank y'all for watching. We'll see you on the next one.